Welcome back, guys, to this tutorial where I'm explaining into details what pixellab is all about. So in our previous class or in our previous video, we talked about text, yes, where we explain into details how you can customize your text, input text and all that. I think we deal very into details with text. You should be able to understand that by now. So we are deleting this, or okay, we can just leave that and continue the process. So what next? I think we've talked about this. Yes, talked about this. Well, we talked about these backgrounds, right? So okay, did I talk about this icon? Fine. So in that icon, when you click on it, it will take you to the project of the works we've done. So here are the project of works I have done with my PC lab. Yes, here are text. Here are here is the template I designed. Here is the logo I designed. You can see the logo. Click on that to take you to see there are different kind of logos. You can see when you click on this, take you to logo. You can see there are different kind of logo designs. Here is the template. Here is, you can see. So that is just about that. Just about that. So you come to this place. I think we are talking about this. Okay. All right, let me go back again. I think I'm too fast. When I click on this, it will cancel the process you have been doing before. Yes, I think our process before was in the text, right? It has cancelled the process, and once you have cancel that process, it will not be undone again. You can't go back again. Yes, you can't go back again. So actually, anything you do in your pixel lab is able to reverse. Like you can replay it or you can go back again to correct, just like you are going back. There is this, you can see this icon is a replay icon, or let me say a kind of icon that will take you back if you have made a mistake and bring you again to make sure you do your correction. But now I have changed the background and I've changed the kind of work I'm doing. I just bring in a project which I have done earlier on and close the kind of the current work I'm doing, so it actually deleted the ongoing process. That is about that. So here is this icon is an icon for shape. Yes, you want to customize any kind of shape, so it's basically for an icon to customize your shape. Not just your shape, it could be image. Yes, you can customize image, video, photos, you understand, so you can customize that. So here is for text and here is for shape, and in this text I've explained this. Okay, here is quotes. Yes, so there are several quotes that are here. You can see there are quotes that are here in your designs. Maybe you are designing for motivational designs and quotes like that. You can just pick in a kind of motivational quote. This is a motivational quote. So here is a success quote, here is a friendship quote, here is happiness quote, inspiration, positive, and I'm so there are many of them. No, there are many of them, my dear. So here is yes, this is where we have. So now you want to, let me say we are cancelling the whole of this process. I think you have interrupted what we were doing earlier on. Let's cancel this. Now let's begin afresh from a new background. So we go back to our our icon, this icon, and continue. This icon is for sticker. You want to bring in stickers. So there are many stickers that are here. You can see sticker, you can see emojis. So there are many of them. So here is an emoji. Yeah, many emojis that are here. So that is that. You can click on them. You can get premium stickers, premium emojis at the same options, but you guys need to pay for them. You pay for them only. So that is about that. So here is I think I've talked about sticker. Talk about that. So here is import. So you want to import anything to your design, or you want to bring in, maybe you are designing for, so let's say you want to bring in this from our gallery into our design. You can see, let's bring in this, make sure we bring this, and let's use, this is a crop option. You want to crop it, and we are cropping with, let's say we are cropping with this, let's crop with this. All right, so here are options where you can crop it. You can see and here is, you can see it, here is just to make sure it fits back to the original. You can see, click it to take you back to the original, and click here again to take it to the original. Okay, so here is a flip option where you can flip, you left, you can click on it, you can see it's a flip option. Okay, this is also a flip option as well. This will cancel a process, this will mark it. So this one is just for you to cancel that you are not cropping, and this one will say you have cropped successfully. Okay, let's say we are cropping with this and we mark it. Okay, and we are cropping, just that is just that. Hope you are seeing it now. So because I bring in a shape, I customize options come out. Or because I bring in an image, options to customize it has come out. So assuming there's no image, I click here now, it's as if I click on the background, that's why it is showing like this. It's as if there's nothing I want to customize that is shape. No, I'm not customizing the chain. So we are not talking about that for now. We want to talk about all this first before we go into shapes, how we can import shapes and customize our shapes. Now, here is, I think I've talked about how you can import images or whatever from your gallery into your pixellab and start working on them. And here is how to draw. You want to draw, let's say we are drawing with a pencil. Let's use red pencil to draw, and we are using pencil 9, or let's say our pencil should be like 10, and the smoothness should be 30. And okay, then you can start drawing. Just with your finger, it's as expert as you are. So expert are there that can be drawing. Can you see it now? So you can actually sign whatever, you just be drawing. If you're an expert to draw, you can be drawing whatever you can be drawing, and you can cancel each process. Just be cancel, clicking here, everything you have been doing will be cancelling. And here it will be as if you have not done anything. Here we just click here, it will take out the colors away, take out the size of the colors, this thing away. And can you see now, it has take out this away, just take out that away, and you can just be doing as if you are not working anything again. This thing self gone. All right, so this is the blurry radius, this is filling this. So you can just play with that, every one of them, to see the one that fits your this thing. And we have draw shapes farm, so I think I will come back to that. So here is the bezier tool. The bezier tool is actually so beautiful. You can use it to draw any kind of shape you want. So there are many kind of shape. You want to draw a circle, you want to draw a car, you want to even sketch. Yes, you use the bezier tool to sketch. So I will teach you how to do that in one of these my tutorials. I'm going to do that and you will see. So you can sketch, you can draw, and whatever thing you can do with this bezier tool. Let's say you want to just draw a cycle. Now, here is what I click, and let me go back, cancel the process. Click the bezier tool, automatically it will bring a line, and this is how the lines look like. So, here is, starting from here, is to take you to each number of the bezier, this thing, bezier shape you have imported. We are still talking about one bezier shape, is that not? So now, when we were talking about max, hope you haven't forgotten. The max icon or the max process has a bezier shape, is that not? And these lines, okay. Now, no, cancel it. So, and these lines. So, but now we are now in the main bezier, what? Bezier tool, and this is the shape, and this is how to make sure you make use of your bezier shape, use it properly. So this icon here, it talks about each or how to take it to each numbers of bezier tool you are dealing with at the moment. For example, this is number 1, right? So you want to make it to, you copy it. You can see it is being copied, right? And it is copied into 2. Okay, it is copied into 2. And all right, it is copied into 2. You can add it, keep adding, it is copied as many times as possible. So as you can see, this one will take you to each of it, and customize. So to take it to each one of it, and you keep customizing and working on them. So here is, hope you are getting it now. Here is all right. So here is the way it looks like when I, at the other time my phone was vertical. Okay, I placing it horizontal like this now, so you can be able to see what all that you can be able to see it properly. Now let's say this is what we are doing, right? So, and this, okay. So this one is also part of, you can see, you are making addition, that not, you are deleting those you have been added, you are deleting those you have been added, you are deleting those duplicate. That is just that. It's just that. So I actually flip my phone, turn my phone like this, so I should be able to see it clearly. So I'm taking it back again to the way it was. Fine, perfect. So where is my bezier tool? This is my bezier tool. Good, good. Okay. So this one, let's say this one is, now I've talked about this, right? I've talked about this, I've talked about this, and the plus and minus. All right, I've talked about that. I've talked about that, right? So what am I talking about now is how to draw your shape. How to draw your shape. You can just come to this side and just be drawing it. Draw whatever kind of shape you want. Can you see the way it works? The way it looks. Can you see the way it works? So you draw it, draw whatever kind of shape you want, and all right. So okay, okay, all right. So because of this video, I won't be taking much time or to be doing all that. So you can see now, I won't taking that patience to be doing that. So you just join everything together by clicking here. It will be joined, and you adjust and do it. So it's just as simple as that. So here is to move it. You can just click here to be moving it, here is to add it. Okay, here is to add, it is adding. Okay, can you see, that here is to be able to edit it. Okay, and here is to move it. Here is to move it. Fine. Now here is to delete. Let's say we want to delete now. Actions, these are the actions. Okay, this one is just, can be clicking on it, everything will be deleting. Okay, it will be deleting, and everything has deleted, right? Let's keep deleting, it is deleted. Just that, it is deleted. Now we want to add in, can just, all right, click here, be adding, all right. So it's just as simple as that. And here is to join it. You want to join everything together, it is joined. And here is to break it, to cut it, what you have just joined, just cut it. It's just as simple as that. Here is, I told us about scaling earlier on, right? You can scale it. I think I told us about scaling when I was talking about the this, but we'll still talk about that now. Here is the scaling. You can scale it and increase the size. Just that. Here is the rotation. Just be rotating it like that. And so here is the stroke, additional body. Just make sure the line actually is a stroke. So once it is being joined, assuming you join it, let's join it. Let's join it and see. We join it like this. So we increase, let's say we join it like this. What was I was talking about the stroke. I've jumped opacity. So here is the opacity. Here is the opacity. Increase the opacity, so it is transparent. That's why it is like this. In case you will see that you will discover that is a shape with white color and an added body of a black color. Okay, the black color added body is the stroke. Is that not? So you can increase the stroke and remove everything. It's just that after drawing your shape, so you get what I'm saying now. That is just that. Here is the kind of stroke you want, how you want the stroke to be like. Okay, how you want it to be like. So you can just be playing with that and see what you actually look for, what is actually plumbing or good for you. And here are the colors you want for your stroke. There are different colors for your stroke here, different colors. Same thing applicable to the inner color as well, the body color too. So here are different of them. You can just be picking them and choose your color you want. Okay, it's just as simple as that. So we go straight now. Fine. So this is actually our bezier shape, a shape we bring in from our, or which we draw from our bezier with our bezier tool. Now this is it. This is bezier edit. Okay, this is bezier edit. Now we're going straight to where are we? Where are we? We're talking about something. This is what we're talking about, right? Now, for you to understand properly, let me flip my phone again to see it again. Now, this is what we were talking about. Okay, we've talked about this. Sorry. I think we've talked about how to bring in shape, draw, bezier tool, and now we're talking about arrow. So this is just an arrow. How you want to bring in an arrow into your. You're getting it. This is an arrow. All right. So there are shapes, different shapes. Let's say you are cool with this. Can you see that? Ha, wow, wow. So here is another shape again. Okay, let's say we are using this is what we are talking about, right? Is it? Ha, wow. It look beautiful. Just be adding it. Can you see it? You are getting it. So your designs will actually look beautiful and prominent, and people will like, wow, you get this and it looks beautiful. Is it not? It looks beautiful. So these are just what you can, if you are getting it. So end by ends, this is for this end, is that not? This is for this end, and this is for the other end. This is for the other end. For the other end. Okay, one is for one end and the other is for another end. This is the size, this is the size. Okay, and this is the opacity. Okay, this is the opacity, and this is the color you want. This is the stroke, this is the opacity of the stroke and the colors. It's just as simple as that. Size. So let's click on that. I think it's totally okay. So we have talked about that, which means shape. All are shapes, is that not? This is a shape, this is a shape, this is a shape, but this one is how you can import in shape. A rectangular shape, there are many kind of shape. Okay, this is what we make use of basically for designs. We click here to make sure we bring and import different kind of shape. So this is shape, and when you click on here, there are different kind of shapes that are found there. This is a square shape, this is a circular shape, this is the half shape of the circle, this is an arrow, this is a triangle, this is a right angle, this is the star, this is love, and all these ones. I don't know the names of, but I know that I make use of them to design professionally. All of them. Okay. So and here are, so you can actually draw the shape you want. Bring in the shape, add another shape, and draw and keep drawing. So as you keep being an expert in designing, you know how to make use of shape properly, how to implement them, and how to make use of them to draw designs or whatever. So that is just that. Here is the color. So here is the color and here is the opacity. Okay, I've talked about the opacity. No, let me go to to the stroke. You can see. So each shape, let's say, fine. This is a square shape now. Should be a square shape. It's a square shape. Now you want to increase the stroke. The stroke will always lead you to a circle. Okay, just adjust like this. You will see that the circle has been stunted. That is why it's looking as if a circle, square shape or a rectangular shape with a side radius. Okay, now, all right, now here is an opacity. Increase the opacity. Here is the color. Fill the color with whatever kind of color you want, and here is the stroke. Additional body, I've said, always said, here is the opacity of the stroke, either you want to whatever you want. So here is the color of the stroke. So here is how you want the stroke to be like, and here's the blur radius. Make it blur. You want your stroke to be blur. Okay, here is the blur radius of it, and people will be like, ah, oh my god, who designed this? Design this. Okay, okay. So the stroke. Let's add the stroke very properly. Reduce the blur radius. Okay, perfect. So when you place this with something at the back that reflects it, it just seems as if you are pasting something at a kind of, you see some designs where they place flyers on something inside the design. This is just the strategy of how they place it. They just add a stroke to the object or add a stroke to that flyer and place it at the back of it, at any background which they might customize or probably import. And you see, it's wow, it is mocked up stock, blah blah. It's just as simple as that. Okay, so we are talking about, I think we've talked about the blurry radius, is that not? We've talked about that, we talked about that. So we've talked about all this, right? Talk about this, 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 and this as well. Now, options to editing your shape. So any kind of shape, it could be your bezier, it could be your image, it could be in as much as it is being imported through or via the spot and place, then you can import it at that same particular, you can customize it at that same particular icon by simply clicking at the image, and then you see the options available to make sure that you are able to customize it. So here are options to customize. First, the delete, and second is the crop. So here is the crop icon. You just click on, you see you can just be dragging it to the kind of any kind of angle or whatever position you want to cut out to make sure that the rest remain. So you cut it. Once you click on the mark icon, the inner box of it will be the one that will be showing your canvas. Now here are options of how you want to crop it and the size you want. So the first is 1:1, ratio of 1:1, which is the original ratio. So the second one is a ratio of a YouTube channel. This a ratio of a YouTube channel. So each of this ratio actually match into different kind of things or different kind of platforms that suit such kind of videos, pictures, whatever that can be posted. There. There's a YouTube channel, there's a Instagram, TikTok, and like that. So it actually depends on the choice of the kind of shape this you actually want. So if you don't want to drag it by yourself, and maybe you are dealing with a YouTube channel and you say, how will you be able to drag this to make sure that it suits a version or to suit the ratio of the kind of shape you want? Then you make use of this 16:19. It's a YouTube. This one is should be an Instagram post. Yes, it should be an Instagram post, and all this should be a TikTok. I think it should be a TikTok like that. So but then there's other ways we use to imply our works, other ways we use to imply. So we can simply derive the shape size from the design we are designing. Maybe we are designing for a YouTube post, and we derive it from, you can just go into the options of clicking the size of your screen. You click the size of your screen. I think I will get there and I will explain to you how to do that. Okay, so here is, I think I've explained this earlier on. I've explained all this flipping, I've explained all this. Yes, cancel the process. Okay, so here is to lock, here is to rotate it, here is how you want to crop it circular or whatever. Okay, mark it, it is cut. That is just that about that. And the copy can be copying it. Here is to take it to front or to back, and here is position. Can be click on it and be positioning it the way you want, positioning it the way you want. All right, so that is about that. And here is where am I? Relative position. Relative position, you actually want an accuracy. You don't want to be interrupt. It just wants to be accurate, and you want to place it at the middle. Click here to be taken to the middle, to the center. You click here again. Everything is going to be aligned at the center. Then you want the first one. This is the first one, right? All the places I will explain to you. Don't worry, I will explain to you. So click here. Everything is aligned at the center. Are you able to know that there is something at the back of this now? You won't know, because these are the straight line and they are of equal and the same kind of shape. Okay, so we have talked about that. Here is to front, here is to back, here is relative position, here is relative size, here is color, here is texture. I think I've talked about this color. Here is texture where I've talked about earlier on. You can bring in you change the kind of color you want from a customized color. It could be a steel, it could be something, it could be an image, whatever. So you make sure that your color is painted, or your shape is painted the color you desire, or it's painted whatever you desire. Assuming you are using an image, or let's say you are not using image, you are okay. Let's use this image now. Let's use this image. Let's just crop it a little bit. Let's use this size ratio 1:1 crop, and let's mark it. Can you see our shape is being textured with the color or with the image we imported? It's not as if a color is placed on it. No, it's textured with it, and it's as if the shape has turned into that image. Now, for example, we are not using, I deleted it. For example, we are not using an image of somebody. We are coloring it with something, probably a steel or a customized kind of color we downloaded to make sure that our designs look very plumb. Assuming we are using this as well. Let's say we are using this. Let's use your 1:1, and we click on this. Okay, so which is just as simple as that. You can see. So that is just how it works. That is just how the texture work. You can always delete it. You can always delete it. You can add. So let me add back that, which this one. I think this is okay. I think it's okay. I think that's okay. So what again? We were talking about scaling. Yes, I explained this earlier on during time of text, right? So you see how it works and how it looks like now. You can scale it to whatever scale you want, and people will wonder, you have time. How are you able to do it? Don't know, it's a simple strategy. Just it's a simple strategy. It's a simple strategy. So we have what again? I think we have dealing with color. We've talking about its opacity, how you want it to, you can see there's opacity, enable that or what, disabled it. And here is eraser. Yeah, you want to cut a part of your shape. This is the shape that is actually displaying. Oh, so this is the shape which I textured that somebody, instead that lady there. This is the shape. So now you want to cut a particular part of it. Just click on the eraser icon, and this kind of eraser icon will always be the one that you need to do it this way. You cut it, you cut that particular aspect, then you reduce it. You can always reduce it and cut it again. It's just your choice. So if you don't want to use your hand to be directing it, fine, you can increase this like this and make sure it's like this, then you start. Okay, this one is to blur it, rather. This one is to blur it. All right, so what I am looking for is this. Sorry, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. You don't want to do it with your hand. You can just increase this. Here is to blur the color eraser. Okay, here is to blur it. So here is to, okay, it is blur. Now that is perfect. So here is how maybe you want to be accurate in cutting. You want to cut, let's say you are using this to cut by drawing. Okay, you can just draw and you can just cut out from this. Hope you are getting it. Okay, let me go back. This, you are drawing or cutting out something, you cut out from this, it is cut out. But you don't want to cut out, you want to cut in. Oh, sorry, you are cutting in now, you want to cut out. You can see, you can just, hope you are getting it. Just simple as that. So we have okay, here is another miss. You can just increase or decrease whatever you are, maybe you want to cut out a square particular part, square it like that, and just it is cut out. Or you can just click here. Hope you are getting it. So there are different forms of it. It's just as simple as that. It's just as simple as that. Okay, it's just as simple as that. Once you click on the mark icon, it will be activated and confirmed. Okay, that is just that. So we have mask. I think I explained about mask earlier on, but I was talking about mask from with the text, right? So mask with shape, the same thing. It's also the same thing. You are cutting a particular thing, you are masking. Just, this is a bezier icon or bezier object or bezier tool, whatever. You can just mask. You can mask. So it's actually for professionals. If you want to be a professional in your design, you need to make sure you know how to make use of mask. So you can mask image. For example, you are masking an image into this now. Let's say you bring a picture and you want to say, you want to, let me show you. Let me show you so that you understand. You understand. Now, let me say I imported a picture. Where will I import a picture from? Okay, where will I import a picture from? Let me click here and then bring picture from my gallery. Let me use this. No, I'm not using that. I'm not using that. Let me use, I think I should use my picture, my own picture. Or let me use this. Let me use this. Okay, let me use this. Increase the size. You can always increase the size. Alright. To cover up. Okay. Wow. Okay. Now you want to mask this into your shape. How do you do it? This is it now. You reduce the opacity of this. Okay, is it reduced? Fine. After reducing the opacity of this, you go into your, this thing will take a lot of time, but let's do it and see. Let's do it and see. I don't want time to be wasted. I don't want time to be wasted. I don't want time to be wasted in this video. So we will do that in the next video on how to mask image into your object or mask image into object. Very beautiful. So we are doing that soon. So it's not in this video so that it will not take us time to introduce properly or to do what we are here for. Here is a basic or a detailed introduction to pixellab, features of pixellab, how it works. Okay, so this is the mask icon. I've explained about that. This is eraser, erase color. Fine, erase color, erase color. You want to erase, let me delete this, let me delete that. You want to erase a particular color from this now. Assuming you want to erase the red, let's go to the erase color. Automatically, when you click on the erase color, white colors tend to erase automatically. Okay, when you click on that, they tend to erase automatically. So the white cloth of that lady erased now. Now you want to erase not that white, you want to erase the yellow. Click on this, that dropper. Once you click on the dropper, it will take you to what you can pick. Just click and pick on it. Click on the mark icon. It is erased. Okay, it is erased. So you can add to it again. Maybe you don't want to erase, you still want to erase something else. Click on plus icon. When you click on the plus icon, you mark, you mark. Once you mark again, you can just come to this place and you say you want to click on the black skirt, or what is the black thing that she putting on? Is it skirt? Just make sure it is there. You can just make sure it is there. All right, click on that. It seems to have erased, to be erased. So just as simple as that, as simple as that. So you keep doing that. Here is a tolerance, how you want it to show. You can just increase the tolerance of your, here is the smooth edge. You can just be playing with that. So here is rotation. You can rotate it, uh the rotation of your shape or rotation of your object. Rotate it like this, I think. So it depends on how you want it to be rotated. Here is I think at text we did not talk about rotation because the option is not there, right? The option that was there was to bend. Okay, yes, was bending. So here is another rotation, 3D rotation. Here is another 3D rotation. So here is 3D shape, adding a 3D shape into it, where I explained earlier. And for text, same thing applicable to objects too. You can add a 3D shape. So here is perspective. Here is perspective. So this perspective is like this. Enable it. Can you see that? So disable that. You can just enable it. You're seeing that it's just as simple as, very, very, very beautiful. It's as simple as that. You can just cancel, always cancel it and continue. So if you don't want that, so it's perspective. So here is shadow. You can just add a shadow to it. So this shadow, we added a shadow earlier on. Hope you've not forgotten. Where do we add the shadow from? It is not from here. We added it from the very right place we imported, or the right place we created the shape. That option of shadow, it's there. Once you do that, you can always add another shadow again outside that place. Now here is a shadow, and you want to increase the blur radius. Hope you see, add a shadow, a black shadow, add this. Okay, you can make it like this, make the offset like this. So it's just as simple as that. So we have inner shadow, we have emboss. So you can keep doing that. I think I've explained that earlier on, later on. So here is the background. Fine. Don't forget, here we talk about normal backgrounds that you will find here. Abi, normal backgrounds that you will find there. You just be clicking on the kind of shape of a background you want. Just shape and size of a background, whatever kind of background you want. Here are just customized ways how you can customize your background yourself. Now, yeah, you can bring in a color of a background. Make your background this color, or this color, or this color, or this color. So there are several of them. You can make a gradient of it. You can just say you are using a gradient color. You can just use the kind of gradient color you want, whatever color, and so on. You add, or probably you customize your gradient your personal self. How do you customize? You come to this place and customize your gradients. Okay, customize your gradient. And you don't want these colors that are here, you click here, always click here, click here again at this place, take you to the color palette. You pick the color yourself, and then once you pick the color yourself, just wait. It will load. Okay, come down this way. Can you see it now? You drag this way. All right, so the color will be there. You click on it, it is picked already. And click on this particular side again, click on this. Hope you are seeing that it is picked already. You want to add more colors as a gradient, plus, okay, and keep clicking. As you keep clicking here and be adding, picking the colors you want. For example, you don't want colors in your palette, maybe you want them, or maybe the color you are looking for, you can't actually find it. It is there, oh, but you may not be able to find it. To take you time. Just maybe you have a referral color from your, in your pixel or in your canvas. Click on this dropper, it will take you to your to your canvas. So here is my canvas. Okay, here is my canvas. Hmm? And in my canvas, if there is anything here, what is here in my canvas? This is the color of the background of my canvas. Okay, here is what is my canvas. Here are what's in my canvas. Now I want the color of this. I click on this, the blue color has been picked. Click on mark icon, it is there already. So once you don't need that, maybe you need this, you click on this, it has been picked. You mark it already. It's just keep adding as many times color as possible as you want. Okay, as you what, as you want. Our background has changed to three kind of colors now. Hope you are getting it. So there are so many strategies on how you can do it, implement your backgrounds. Okay, so here let me just say, I've talked about color and gradient, right? And I've talked about, here is a transparent background. You want a transparent background for your design. After designing your designs, we have no background, it will have nothing. Once you design this now and save it into your gallery, it will have no background. So you can bring it back to your pixellab and it will be a design of no background. You've edited it, so this is just it's a transparent background. As you are saving it, you save it with a png version. When you save it to a png mode, then it's going to save without background. Okay, so this is size of it, how you want your background to be, whatever you are designing. So it is a so this is an aspect of 1:1. So you can use it for a flyer, for a banner. You get 1:1. Use it for a flyer, use it for a flyer, for a banner. So there are different kind of flyers you get. So let me say you are talking about an advertisement flyer now. Advertisement flyer is not, you cannot use this, you cannot use this. So you just, it should be long. If you are getting it, should be long. So let's say you want to customize your background now. You want to customize that. You click on this, is this custom. Here is p square, which is 1:1. Okay, here is profile picture, the same square. So here is YouTube banner. Okay, the YouTube banner is not the 1:1, oh, it is like a YouTube. You get it now. This is it. Now let's go back, here is YouTube banner, here is YouTube thumbnail. Okay, click on it, it is, see, like, okay, you come to this place again. Here is Facebook cover art, here is Google Plus, Twitter. Maybe you are not seeing the size of background you want, fine and better. You come down to this place and bring in something. Let's say you are using 100 by 150. Click on this, you can see it's changed already, so it's changed already. So let's continue with our normal color p square, color. So p square size rather. So here is crop. You can just always crop your, background. Why can't you crop this background? It is because the background that you imported, or let me say, yes, the background that is there is equal to the size of your design. So if the background should be above the size of your design, you can't crop it. What do I mean? Now assuming the background is this, you cannot still crop it. Why? It is equal to your it is equal to your to your design. It is equal. Why is it equal? Because you picked a color from here, you picked a color, you picked the mode from here. Assuming you now bring something from your gallery. Now this is an image, there are several images from here. You cannot still crop all this, you cannot still crop them. Why? It is in the pixellab you find them and they are equal to the size. Okay, they are equal to the size. Okay, you can crop this, right? All right, you can crop this, you can crop this, you can crop this, you can crop this, you can crop this to whatever. You can crop this because it's an image. Okay, you can crop this. So assuming you bring it from your gallery now, let's say you bring something from your gallery and you want to use a background, you want to use this background now, you want to use it as a background. You can see this picture has been the background. It's a picture without a background actually. So it came as a background. The picture alone becomes the background. Okay, let's say you are picking a picture from, let's make use of this as our background. You can see that has turned to our background. You can always crop it. So you can choose from your camera as well. So it's just that. So we have our time is fast spent. So we have these options. Have this option. So this option is use image from gallery, full screen. So use image from gallery just like you're importing, you are importing image from your gallery, but it should not be in this form. The image will not be like this. Let's try it and see. Let's try it and see. You will see now. You will see now the way it looks like. Can you see? Can you see? Is it movable? It's not movable. It's not movable. And it's still not like a background. Not like a background. You can crop it. Okay, all right, you can always implement it for a background too. You can implement it as a background this thing too. So it's just as simple as that. So we have use image from gallery. Make sure you full your screen. Maybe you want to full screen to make sure that all this does not disturb you. You want just what you are designing to be visible. Fine, you are just on your choice, chooses or whatever. Use image from camera. Import image size. I've talk about image size, which is the background, the size of the design. And so when you talk about image size, click on that. You see, you have seen that. We have contact us, which are the pixel lab officials. Then tutorials, there are some tutorials too you can watch. From them they will teach you how to make use of their tools, but it will not be into details like this. They will just teach you how to import shape, just teach you how to, it will not be into details like this. Then remove ads. You can just click on that to remove some ads. You can see, so you need your connection, you need connection to be there to make sure that it remove add. So you recover auto save, auto save as we have been doing since. You want to recover all that you have been doing automatically, it is saving. Okay, you want to recover them. These are them, these are they, Saturday. So it is saving automatically. And we have what again? Open PLP file, which are project files. My project files, yeah, my project file. You can open them, and you can open them. You can always open them. So from here to about and exit. So it's not about that. So we have this. So here as the quotes we are talking about earlier on. So there are many quotes. I talk about motivational quotes. Talk about, so in this quote is in two languages. Here is English and we also have French. So it depends on the language you want to use to write a quote or communicate sense of people you have been talking to. So there are many quotes that I find here: motivational quotes, successful quotes, friendship quote, happiness, inspiration, positivity, and absurd. Okay, there are many of them. So we have what again? Here is export. Fine. Now you want to save in your design. You are done. You want to save in your design into your gallery. There are several ways you can save into your gallery. You have to save as a JPG image with no transparency. So PNG version is image with transparency. So if you are designing logos, you are designing image without a background, you can save as PNG so that it will be transparent and it will remain like that. So if you are designing a flyer, you can save with no transparency. So it's just about that. It's saved to your gallery, and here is uh the dimension of how quality you want it to be. You can just click here, you can see this is custom, this is low, this is medium, this is high, very high and ultra. So it's the choice you want, so it depends. If you want it very high, fine, you can just click on very high, it will be boom, it will just be in your gallery and save. So here is share, you can share it as, so automatically once you click on share, it is saved into your gallery and you can just click here, and here are just where you can be sharing them into. So that is about that. So here also is a save icon, you can save it as a project, which I save my project works here in pixellab and save it in my gallery. After saving in your pixellab, then you can save it in your gallery, and then maybe you lost it in your gallery, you can always go back to your pixellab, download your works again and continue re-edit them. So here again is a plus icon. This plus icon is one, as we all know, plus is addition, bringing something into your pixellab. Text, you can bring text from a plus icon, just come click here, the text will be brought, the text options, how to add text will be added into your canvas, and you start editing. Here is current date, and here is sticker, is key, here is current date. So this is the date, you can see today is 11/14/2022, right? So here is what is it called, okay, this is where I am. Here is shape, here is sticker, here is shapes, and from gallery here is also draw. I've explained all this in former in this thing, so we don't need to go back into that again. So here is layer icon, click on this, you will see it will take you to the layers, all the layers in your canvas. So here are what in my canvas, so you can customize them each after the other, you can customize them each after the other. Now for example, here is the first layer, the one at the back. This is the one that follows. You can always bring them forward by dragging here, it will come forward. By dragging here, you can see it will come forward. Let's say we want this, or we want this forward, it's so that it is forward, it is forward. Alright, it is forward. So let's say we want it entirely forward, so it is up, it is forward at the front. Okay, it is at the layer, you can just be dragging and be doing all this simple and just be customizing them without disturbing yourself from in disturbing your hand by touching them. Okay, you can just be doing that from here without touching them. Now if here is to lock it, here is to lock anything in your design and it will not be movable. You can see it's not movable, the one at the back is not the one movable. Now here is just few options, just a shortcut menu on how you can copy size. Here is increase, how you can increase the size of it. Here is um here is relative position, here is rotation, here is taking it to back, to front rather, and here is taking it to back. Click here, it will take you to back, it is to back, it is to back, here it is to back, and click here to take it to front. Okay, it is taking to front already. So that is that about that. Here is a delete, and here is, click here, this icon is to just make something invisible in your design, it should be invisible. Just click here, everything will be invisible. Okay, so that is about that. Here is an alignment icon. This icon is for you to be able to, once you want to go back, you don't want this one to show, you click here again, everything will be out. So here is an alignment icon, and this icon is for you to be able to align your work properly at any side. It could be at the center. Once you bring it like this, click on this to show you lines and your work should be at line. So if you want to, let's say you just don't, you want to drag, want to write letters at this same line, want it to be at this line, you drag this line, drag this line, everything will be measured, will be measured. Okay, you use that to scale. So you click here again to make sure that you'll be able to tap. Okay, you click here. All right, so here is to add lines, and so to delete. Okay, position, so there are many of them. Just keep playing with, can be keep, you can just be playing with them, and you see how it works. Okay, you can just be playing with them, you see how it works. All right, so here is you can click here, everything will be out. Okay, so here is to zoom your canvas. You want to see, to be able to see whatever you are doing very properly, just zoom it, can see it is zooming. All right, it is increasing the size. Then here is to display everything. Just be taking it to back. Maybe you have been doing it, just be taking it to back. You just be clicking it. You see here is just to take it to back to back to back, but it cannot be undone again. You have to start afresh after you click on this. Okay, maybe you made a mistake. So here is after you zoom your design, after you zoom it to make sure you see very properly, and continue zoom it, zoom it. After you have zoomed it, you can always you click here to make sure that you are able to continue your works again. Okay, so here is I've explained this, and here is a delete. So here is a delete, and here is a pencil icon to write. This pencil icon is not to write, rather is to edit. Few shortcuts menu to edit. Yes, with just few shortcuts this enter there. So thank you very very much. If you have been following this video to this very end, I give you kudos and thank you very much for following me. So with this, if you have enjoyed and really enjoyed my video, please kindly like and leave your comment at the comment section below. See you in my next video and remain blessed. Thank you very much.